Hey guys, it's me Robyn and welcome back to my channel. So this is the most long-awaited video on my channel possibly ever. I have had people asking me to film this for probably about 4 months. However, I didn't quite get around to it because obviously I don't keep all of my shoes, and so I struggle to find a BM Lynn, a UK God and an OG of all the same type of shoe roughly. So obviously it was quite hard and I had to wait to get a few more in, but I finally have done it. So guys, this is going to be the comparing the difference between CnFashion's OG PK God and BM Lynn. So I know a few of you have been waiting for this for a very long time. I keep getting comments on all of my videos like, when's the video out? So I'm going to aim to post this one really soon as my next CnFashion video. I'm excited for this one, and I have one pair of PK God, two pairs of OG and one pair of BM Lynn to show you guys, and I'm going to give you a little bit of an in-depth. So the only problem with these is that the PK God pair aren't brand new. They have been worn, so it is quite difficult to show you exactly. I do have many pairs of Jordan 4s that are brand new. However, I was focusing more on the like Jordan 1s and the Dunks and Air Forces because they're all kind of the similar low build to them. So yeah, I am going to get straight into this. I've never done one of these before, so I don't know how it will go, but if you do like it, then definitely give it a thumbs up. If you'd like more like behind the scenes of CnFashion or like other brands that I work with, I'm just saying CnFashion because I work with them a lot. But yeah, then definitely do let me know, just because it's definitely something that I will be happy to do. Really enjoy filming them, and to be honest, I do like sometimes just showing you guys the shoes I have, even if it was like a CnFashion shoe video. Like I could show you every single pair of shoes that I've got from CnFashion, if that's something you guys would be interested in, or like styling CnFashion shoes. Literally whatever you guys want, I am willing to make, if it's something that I can do with the shoes I have. So yeah, I'm very excited for this one. So I'm going to start with the pair of BM Lynn, I think. So whenever I talk through the website, I always talk through the different pairs of shoes and the different qualities before I get into the whole website review. So BM Lynn is the lowest of the 3 qualities. So there are 3 qualities, if you haven't guessed already: BM Lynn, OG and PK God. So PK God is the highest of the 3, which means that it is also the one that is the most expensive. So obviously it is more expensive than the others, because it is the highest quality of the 3. This isn't like hugely expensive. I mean, you'll see the different prices, but they are still really affordable. OG is then the next step down from PK God, so they're a little bit cheaper. That doesn't mean they're like ridiculously cheaper though, don't like get too excited. But yeah, so it does mean the quality is not quite so good, but it still doesn't mean that the quality is bad, if that makes sense. So it's just not quite so high quality as a pair of PK God shoes are, but still not bad, you know, as you will see. And then there are obviously BM Lynn, so that is the lowest quality that you can get from CnFashion. However, that still doesn't mean that they're bad quality, and you will soon see why. I have got so many pairs of BM Lynn shoes, and OG and PK God, and to be honest, I'm going to show you, but I don't know, you guys can decide if it's worth spending your money to get the higher quality or not. So I am going to get straight into this because I'm quite excited to show you all. These are also all like similar sizes, between like a 4 and a 4.5, I think. I think one of them might even be a 5. But I kept to similar sizes of shoes so you could like kind of see. But so this first pair of shoes, obviously I've done reviews on them before, but this is what they look like. These are the BM Lynn Jordan 1 Low Pinksicle, and these are BM Lynn, as I said, the lowest of the 3 qualities. So these are £36 to buy on their website, which is actually incredible. And I haven't actually worn these yet, so they are in amazing condition. Obviously, not all of them are going to be in amazing condition, but there is obviously also the shoe horn in shoe tree, whatever that's called. So I'm just going to get into it a bit. So the shoe originally, you can see it is very nice. It does come up at the front and the back, which is good. That's what you look for. The logo's really, really nice. There's nothing too much to fault there. There is a tiny little mark on the back of the shoe here, if you can see. So that's something that you might avoid if you go for the higher quality. That isn't like scrubbing off either, but the stitching is still incredible. I mean, it's still amazing quality. Just because it's BM Lin does not mean it's bad quality in the slightest. Yeah, have a look. Just so you can see that up close. It's another thing with the BM Lin. There's a few little loose laces here. I don't know if you can see that. A few little loose laces there. Again, something you might avoid with the higher quality. So it does really depend if you care about that. And I'm just going to show you the toe box here. When you press in, it does obviously crease around my finger. However, you cannot see it once I've released my finger. There's a little bit creasing up here, but minimal. And yeah, other than that, there's nothing really about the shoe. I mean, there's close up here. There's a bit of black scuffing here, and I know that that isn't actually from me, just because obviously I haven't worn them. Again, the grip on the bottom's really nice. Everything is really, really good, but you've just got to look really in depth. Again, look, little bit of black scuffing here, and a loose bit of lace there. Very minimal things, and you will only see them if you're looking up close. I mean, I don't notice things like that, to be honest, with shoes, but obviously this is a really in-depth review. So these are the BM Lin, obviously, so the lowest of the three. And then, as I said, I have two pairs of OG. So I'm going to start with this pair here. So these are obviously OG quality, and these are called Air Force 1 07 Level 8 Blue Worldwide. So that is what they're called. They're really, really nice. I actually personally love this shoe. I actually have the real version as well. These are a much harder shoe to perfect, as obviously, whoa, I'm not in focus. As obviously these ones are quite simple. Oh, I have just noticed, I don't know how I didn't see that on the tick. Little bit of black there, but that will come off. It just looks like a bit of mud. I don't know how though. But yeah, these ones are obviously harder to perfect because they're a little bit more abstract. So I'm going to focus mainly on this side just because it's not a fair representation otherwise. But there's a close-up of the tag there. As you can see, there's a little bit of white showing, but again, not bad at all. The printing is really, really nice. But yeah, we're going to focus more on the actual shoe. So the tick is perfect, the sewing is amazing, everything's really, really nice here. Again, these ones haven't actually been worn, or maybe they've been worn like a tiny bit, but not much. So yeah, that bit on there is probably from me. Yeah, the grip's really, really nice. On the tongue, there's obviously the same, like the worldwide logo there. Again, really nicely done. With the toe box again, so I'm going to press it in. As you can see, there's no creasing. If you look around my finger, no creasing, where on these ones I have, oh, I've put the toe thing back in there, but if I press in, you can see the creasing around my finger. So that is a step up there. Obviously they're not the exact same shoe, but it just goes to show what the little bit more money gets you. These ones were £45 and those pink ones were 36, so that's £10 more. Obviously they are a different shoe as well, but on the back it's like a nice logo. It's very well done. There's still a little bit of scuffing here, and yeah, these ones actually haven't been worn out of the house, because I got them for my mum for Christmas, and I know she hasn't worn them yet because she was wearing them in summer, like she wants to wear them in summer. So yeah, they haven't been worn at the house, so if there's scuffing then that hasn't come from her wearing them. But as I said, the creasing's really good on these shoes, that they don't crease at all. There's also no loose threads on here that I can see. Oh, there's one little tiny one in the E from the Nike, but then obviously that's not really in comparison to those Jordans because these shoes are harder. So yeah, I'm going to go on to the other pair of OGs I have here, which are just a simple pair of Air Force 1s. These are the Low Pistachio Frost, and these are again OG, £45 for the shoe. These look pretty perfect to me. There is not much that I can see wrong with this shoe. Again, these ones haven't been worn outside at all. She's tried them on, but she hasn't worn them outside. The Air Force One, really nice there. Everything looks really good. So there's a tiny loose thread here, tiny there. That is literally the only thing that I can see wrong with this shoe. Very neat and tidy, this one. I have just noticed something, but this could be from her storing them in with other shoes. But can you see a little bit of pink here? So these shoes, you've just got to remember, because they're suede, colours will transfer onto them, I guess. So these will have been kept next to a pair of pink shoes, knowing her. And it's obviously just rubbed off. I assume with a bit of cleaning product you could take that off. But again, it's a little bit down here. You can definitely tell that she has had them next to a pair of pink shoes. So that is always something to bear in mind, that it does transfer onto suede, but that is nothing to do with the quality of the shoe. One thing I have just noticed is that that little shoe in the toe box, that little hole, sorry, hasn't been popped out. Obviously a machine error, so I'm not sure if that's something that would change with the OG PK God. And there's another loose thread here. So these ones are cheaper to make, obviously, because they are sold cheaper, but there's obviously a few loose threads. You can normally find the same kind of shoe in each of the sections, so that is always good. And now I'm going to go on to the PK God. So these are obviously the best of the three and the most expensive of the three. So these ones have been worn a lot. It's not really a fair representation, but I guess it shows you what a pair of worn shoes look like from CnFashion. If you were thinking of buying them and you wanted to know what they look like after wearing them for a while, do bear in mind my mum isn't the most safe person, as you'll have seen from there. I have taken all of these shoes from my mum because my ones are, because I just give her loads of them. So this is what they look like. These are the PK God Dunk Low Orange Pearl, and these cost $105, which is about £80, so you're paying a bit more for these. However, so I gave these to her in probably, I think it was April last year. This is nearly a year on now, and she wore them pretty much every day of summer. So these are still in amazing condition. Obviously, they could have been cleaned. I wasn't going to clean them for the video though, because I felt that was a bit of a misrepresentation. Obviously, the front is a little bit creased. However, that is incredible considering she's worn them pretty much every day of her life for a whole year. That is amazing. When you press in here, you can see. And yeah, the toe box still looks good. The laces still look good. Obviously, if they were taken to a cleaner, that would be amazing. But this is what shoes just generally look like after wear. Again, no loose threads. Look here, no loose threads, nothing, there's a bit of fluff there. But yeah, they still look really good. Obviously, if these were brand new, you'd be thinking, oh my goodness, they're spotless. But yeah, this is what they look like. Really nice. The stitching's incredible. There aren't any loose threads that I can see on the shoe at all. So that's a very fair representation that obviously the more you spend, the better you get. Again, the Nike back here is really nice. The Nike logo. These aren't the cleanest shoes. Not gonna lie to her. She's not the best at keeping her shoes in good condition. But they are looking very nice. So these are definitely the best of the three when you compare it, because none of those other ones have been worn, and these ones have been worn for a whole year and a half nearly. For a whole year, nearly every day of summer. So that is quite incredible, that they're in such good condition and still only $105. So I think that is about £80. I mean, don't hold me to it because I don't really know my translations. But yeah, I think that is actually incredible. Yeah, I think that's actually really good. So that's the three different qualities from CnFashion. Do let me know if you want more videos like this in the future, but definitely the PK God are the ones that are worth buying. That's not just me saying that. I mean, I've personally found that I have a few pairs of PK God and they are generally the better quality, of course. But yeah, do definitely send me like a comment or send me something on Instagram if you want to see me do this with different shoes. I can do it with like Jordan 4s. I could try and do it with like all dunks. As it comes into summer, obviously I'll be getting more shoes like that. Could do it with like sliders maybe. But yeah, do let me know what you guys want to see, and I will try to show you, whether it's literally just styling a pair of shoes. If you say, oh, could you make a video of me styling these shoes, I will do it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you did enjoy it. Definitely give it a massive thumbs up if you did, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.